Hello, and welcome to Disco Elysium. I'm Tiegon, and I'm doing this intro a second time because I don't feel like editing. And, well, I created a character and stuff, but I didn't choose my specialization and accidentally hit confirm, and then it just launched me into the game. But anyways, I decided this is my first game. I explained that I like the concept of this game because it reminds me of D&D, except for occasionally your character makes choices for you, and that sounds so dang cool. I decided that a hilarious setup would be to make myself dumb and psychically sensitive, emotionally sensitive, physically strong, but a klutz. I think it's the funniest sounding setup to me, so I'm doing it because I want to have a laugh. And then at this screen, I thought you spent skill points. But you don't. You just choose a specialization. It just says over here, I should have read. Select your signature skill. The skill you select will gain a +1 bonus. Additionally, the learning cap for every skill of the same type will be raised by 1. So, I get to learn, I earn skill points throughout the game. And by choosing this, my caps for my intellect skills will only be 1. My cap for these skills will be 5. So I have lots of potential for empathy and authority and suggestion and volition. But my ability to, like, convince someone to do something can only get to 1 unless I make it my signature skill, and then we can, like, if I do this, the cap for everything is now 2, and this immediately gets set to a 2, and then can become a 3. Because then rhetoric will be my signature skill. I mean, which would be a fair choice. What do I want to make my signature skill then? That's a pretty big choice. Alright, well, we'll have to figure this out. So I still want to go, like I said last time, I'm going to spend a lot of time here figuring out what my character build's going to be. Because it affects the game a lot. This is a game with a lot of choices. Overwhelmingly positive. Disco Elysium. Overwhelmingly positive. And it was on sale, so I bought it because I just want to have a good time. So I'm just here to have a good time, and I'm recording it, and I'm bringing you guys along for the ride. So I apologize if this game is, if I play it, like, slowly or in a way. I'm just playing it for myself, really. So I apologize if it's not, you know, if I'm not taking extra care to be entertaining. I'm here to entertain myself tonight. But hopefully, you enjoy watching, too. So, that being said, it'd be a fair... I don't know. I have no idea what to set my signature to, because there's... Okay, let's take a look at everything. Logic, deduce the world. Wield raw intellectual power. Encyclopedia, you have lots of knowledge. Produce fascinating trivia. That doesn't sound helpful. I don't know, though. Rhetoric. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. That sounds very powerful. It sounds like rhetoric would be a good choice because, like, it seems like there's going to be a lot of it in this game. From what I understand, your character is a detective. And that's about all I know. You're a detective, and your character can make choices for you if you're over-specialized. And that sounds really cool. Drama. Play the actor. Lie. And detect lies. Like, let's say you specialized in drama and you had, like, crazy intellect. You would be too obsessed with acting, kind of thing. You'd be like acting when you don't want to act, which sounds funny. Or like what I've heard, like savoir-faire is like, or whatever the stealing skill is, like, is that, yeah. Sneak under their noses, stun with immense panache. If you have too much savoir-faire, you'll be like a kleptomaniac or just stealing or something. So, visual calculus. Make the laws of physics work for the law. Reconstruct crime scenes. See art in the world. Okay, I don't think I want to do intellect. Like, I've chosen my specialization. Oh, okay, so, or my stats. I'm gonna choose a specialization in one of these stats I focused in. But which one? Volition? Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Seems like a solid one. Inland Empire. Hunches and gut feelings. Dreams in waking life. That sounds very interesting. And I like having a hunch and a gut instinct. I kind of like... I'm going to set Inland Empire. Inland Empire is winning right now. Empathy. Understand others. Work your mirror neurons. I mean, that sounds nice. I think having like a gut instinct that's really powerful could get interesting. Authority. Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. It's not my style, but I'll be good at it with my 5 psyche. Psyche. Esprit to corpse. The core. Connect to station 41. Understand cop culture. Okay, so you're just better at bureaucracy. It's like bro culture, but for the cops. Suggestion. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Cool, I guess I'll have potential there. Endurance. Take the blows, don't let the world kill you. I'm a big fan of that, actually. That'd be a good specialization. Pain threshold. Shrug off the pain. They'll have to hurt you more. I don't really see the point in pain threshold without endurance. Like, imagine if you just specialize in one. Physical instruments. Flex your muscles. Enjoy healthy organs. Hey, you! Enjoy healthy organs. That's what you need for your day. I mean, that does sound good. Useful. Muscles useful, yes. Electrochemistry. Go to the party planet and love and be loved by drugs. Okay, sure. You know how to take drugs. Interesting skill. I could easily see how that could take over your character. Oh boy. Shivers. Raise the hair on your neck. Tune into the city. Oh, so it's like your spidey sense, I guess. Like, the hair's on the back of your neck. I'm about to get shot right now. Hey, that guy seems like... Is that guy about to stab me? Yes, he is. Good. Seems like a great skill to have, honestly. Half-light. I'm thinking physique will let you not die. Can you die in this game? Let the body take control. Threaten people. Oh, that's... Half-light is just rage, it sounds like. Let the body take control. That one seems concerning. So what we don't have is hand-eye coordination. Ready, aim, fire. I'm not going to be hitting anyone with a pistol. I'm almost glad about that one, though. I'm not sure I want to kill anyone. We'll see, though. Oh, no. It's a hostage situation. You need to shoot the person to save someone's life. Oh, God. My hands are just shaking. I'm better off not shooting. See, hear, and smell everything. Everything. What happens if you're like the nose and you just like way crazy perception? Reaction speed. Quickest to react. An untouchable man. I'm apparently very touchable. Savoir-faire. Sneak under their noses. Yeah, it's like thievery. Master machines. Pick locks and pockets. Composure. Straighten your back, keep your poker face. I'm almost tempted to take an extra point of like motoristics just for like the description of like reaction speed and composure, but nope. People will read me like a book just as easily as I will read them. You know, this is actually, you know, probably a little bit less physique and a little bit more intelligence, but like I feel like I'm somewhere around like you know, like 3, 4, you know, like somewhere around 3s and 4s here. Like definitely like a 2 motoristics. Like this build is like a comedy build of me, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Let's go. I'm doing it. I'm doing Inland Empire. Inland Empire 1 for my signature skill. God help me. Let's see what happens. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water. Wait, deep enough can drown you?
There is nothing. Only warm, primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
I'm fermenting. I'm not dying. Fermenting. This is my ancient reptilian brain, which is also very Australian sounding.
Ever.
I like the timbre of his voice, though.
Ever.
Never, ever, ever, or simply keep non-existing. I mean, that's fine.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle. Soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
This is taking a really weird turn that I'm talking to my limbic system and it's talking about, it's threatening me with more awareness of the meat thing. What? Am I allowed? Is this game gonna kill me before I even live? I wanted to know about the X something.
X love, X tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
The abyssopelagic zone? Some of these are new words. Like, I don't even know a lot about the limbic system. Alonzi, never let me go. Uh-oh. Now I want to get off, and I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Well, let's say.
All right. Nothing town to fuck all, Barra.
Cool. I'm choosing to stay in the dark, stay in the void, all right? I didn't expect the start of this game to have so much to it. All right, I'm feeling good. Let's see. I'm enjoying this already. Like, I was a little annoyed by the fact that I had to accidentally restart the game earlier, but I'm totally into this. I can see why this is a good game now. I'm already excited. A trip to the silence, please. Let's visit Ancient Zero Home. Look, I'm tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, let's switch to Ancient Zero Home.
Great choice.
What is that?
One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
Cool, yes, I am the Elder One. That is me. Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death. Am I dying?
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Oh, disco music already. Okay, so that's a word. That's the title.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Oh! Well, thanks, Volition. Medium success. So, okay, so the game's already making game rolls, and I succeeded a roll. Oh, this is interesting. So, if I failed, this would have been like, no, you can't. But now Volition, my Volition's like, yeah, you can do it. You can take it. You're a champion. I am a champion. I'm not scared. I'm a champion. Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Stop, I don't want to hear anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. No, I am a champion. Volition said so.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
So, like, limbic system is like your nervous system, right? I might have to look that up after this. But yeah, you're like your nervous system. Help! I got a headache. I seem to have I seem to have passed out from alcohol. I guess somebody cut my head off. Is trying to murder the rest of me. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their mouth? I'm scared. Let's go back to the dark. Yeah, let's go back to the dark.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound. A clarion call from hell.
Ooh. I don't like that noise, and it's much stronger in my left ear. I genuinely... that is genuinely annoying. That would wake you up. Yep. Okay, passed out, drunk. So the game did not let me kill myself at the beginning. Good to know. Okay, so I clicked on that. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red. All right, I'm a man who likes Commodore Red. When I right-click, things get green. I guess I'll start with pants. Do I really want pants, though? -1 savoir-faire, +1 electrochemistry. Okay, so clothing can change your stats a bit. So I've got 0 savoir-faire now. They see him there. Here, they see him there. They see that savoir-faire everywhere. That's like a cartoon mouse that my dad liked. Named savoir-faire. That's the only cartoon reference. And my disco-ass blazer gives me 1 esprit de corps. It makes the cops like me for wearing it, I guess. Right? Because I was cop cultured. Cool. Alright. Nice to know that I'll be able to get my stats up through clothing throughout the game. That's neat. Bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueur.
You hear a jingle.
Oh.
Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Well, hello, perception. Okay. So when I clicked on that yellow thing, I got perception check.
It
Fish 'em out.
says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring.
Whirling
The
in
number
rags.
1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Is that the name of this place? Cool. Keys to room 1. I am in room 1.
A
He's
mirror
just holding
hangs
his head.
above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
I am pretty strong. That could have
Hot
been me.
water
That was me.
sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
It would be funny if you had only 1 point of strength, though. You were like a weakling, and yet you still did that somehow. I mean, then somebody else would have to come in the room.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Oh, this kind of reminds me of I've got amnesia. This is like deja vu when you're like, well, who's that in the mirror? I mean, other games have done it too, but the Nintendo game Deja Vu is the one I always think of. Really good game. Highly recommended if you haven't played it. All right, let's wipe that music.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
What do you mean? What do you mean? My gut. Easy success. I rolled a 12 versus an 8. Because that's my signature skill. So my gut is telling me that I don't want to see what's in the mirror. And I could never unbecome it. But, I mean, that's just who you are. You can never unbecome... It's not like looking in the mirror is going to make me me any more than I already am. What are you saying? I don't understand. Maybe I should touch it first and make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong with my face? How bad? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness,
Okay.
then the swollenness.
Yeah.
It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm so sorry. Touch your nose. At least my tongue is okay. Touch your tongue. Oh yeah, touch my tongue. That's the best option.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like.
Snail-like?
Wriggling between your fingers.
I got it between my fingers. Like, I got my tongue in my fingers. Okay, so that's great. Touching my tongue. What was it like? I forget which movie it was from, but somebody said after being drunk, it's like the Russian army marched over my tongue in their stocking feet, which is very descriptive. Like, My mouth tastes like feet, but an army of the worst feet. Alright, anyways. I'm so sorry.
Bet you are.
My nose.
Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face.
Oh, just a small
It hurts
balloon?
when you honk it. It doesn't appear
Honk
to
it.
be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
I honk it. But my nose can honk. That's cool. I'm gonna wipe that mirror.
Behold.
Whoa. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That, I mean, I like the face. I like him. He's got a smile. Very red nose. It's red nose day every day. I'm noticing that my lower lip is slowly zooming out. How much farther will it zoom out if I leave it here? It's got to stop eventually, right? Anyways, I noticed that my lower left corner just changed too. Looks a lot paler there. Still zooming out. When's it gonna stop? When's it stop? I don't want to click forward because I'm worried it'll go somewhere else. Oh, it stopped. Okay. Seems to cut off there at the bottom too.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Don't call me a thing. It's a superstar. Yeah, I'm some sort of superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think I heard the clock click over. Is time passing? 8:10 day 1. An expression. Why? Well, I'm not making it. It's making itself. I have no idea why it's there. It just says, because I'm a superstar, damn it.
It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
can't,
They
can
smile. It's true.
It's like it's not
Gotta
even
have
voluntary
confidence.
anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
What is the emotion you're trying to... I mean, like, I smile forever, though. Actually, yeah. Should I smile forever? I'm not sure if I should smile forever, because, like... smiles should be reserved for smile times, I guess, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's good to smile, but always. This is a good question. What does the emotion try to convey? Superstardom. I don't know. It's indescribable. It's very describable. It's just a smile. It's supposed to be suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. Now, I'm not afraid of that, but I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic, and I think I'm sort of pulling it off in a sad, has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it. It's an expression of pain. I mean, if I have to go with any of them, I guess it would be number 4, where I want to be vaguely sympathetic. And, you know, like, maybe this character clearly has been through a lot, so maybe it is in a sad, has-been kind of way. I don't know. But there's some charm to it, yeah.
It might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
What happened? Oh, encyclopedia, very low. I thought I failed a roll already. Electrochemistry, very low. Okay, wait, what is this? Dig deep into your mind and locate the source of the expression. Electrochemistry. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. They call it the expression. It's like it's an entity of its own in my mind. All right, encyclopedia, tell me.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay, this is very Dungeons and Dragons like, where the DM still tells you a thing, but I failed, so I don't get to know everything. Somewhere in the past, that's all you know. So maybe it is an expression of my past hurts and stuff. Yeah, I have to. I'm stuck smiling all the time. Attempt to make the expression, stop the expression from happening. I mean, we only have a 3% chance, but let's try it.
It's too late.
Nope.
Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Yeah, I don't have the power for a minor neurological miracle, apparently. So because I looked in the mirror, did that cause the expression to take hold? Or was I always... I mean, I suspect I was always doing the expression, but my gut told me not to look in the mirror, and I did. Maybe I should listen to my gut. Okay, so white shirt, +1 conceptualization, -1 suggestion, less suggestible. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. But, okay, with this shirt, I lost that, but I gain... Wait, what did I gain? Hang on, sorry. It was, conceptualization. Okay. The... Understand creativity, see art in the world. I mean, my suggestion's pretty high. I guess it's okay. I'll wear the shirt for now. It is my shirt after all. Oh wait, there's another door here. Let's go through here. Oh, it's locked. Okay. And we're done with the mirror?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Okay. Yep. I can look at myself. Oh, don't look at it. It's too much. Okay, so I got full morale and health. Cool. That's my face. I can click on it to go here. Cool. Yeah. That's my journal. Can't click on these yet. Those are my hands. Alright, cool. That's my HUD. Just curious about my HUD. I'm clicking on my HUD.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Okay, so... Wait, okay. Inland Empire, my gut just told me that it was put there as punishment? I guess I punished the tie in my drunken state? Why was I angry at my tie? And it wants to reattach itself to your neck so it may continue your adventures in this strange world. Makes it sound like my gut says it's my friend, so yeah, let's get that tie. I can use savoir-faire to attempt to grab it. Sounds like it'll be low, so let's just pull on the fan.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Okay, now it's a medium. Even. Okay. Grab it.
You reach out to grab the
okay,
tie.
nope.
But what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad.
Ow.
Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving.
Okay.
For quite a long time, still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying.
Yeah.
Finally, the pressure
Oh,
recedes.
okay, good.
You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
So can I still get pulling the light bulb?
Terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact.
Okay. Oh, thanks, pain threshold. Yeah, bring it on. Pull it again. No, bring it on.
Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable.
I mean, you don't stare at the light or nothing. Wait, can I got
This fan has 2 chains. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach
Put skill points in
savoir
savoir-faire. I can't get the tie anymore? I failed to get the tie and I can't get my tie, but it's my friend. Oh, sorry, tie.
This fan has... Or has it been... The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The lights are off again. The lights are on. The switch must...
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Okay, I failed that check. That's is how it goes. Sorry, necktie. Maybe if I get more savoir-faire in the future. Someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This real player is rolling on empty. Is that what opened... I thought that's what woke... That's not the noise that woke me up. Green shoe, left foot. Oh, I'm barefoot. And now I've got one shoe. Where's my other shoe? Boy, I had quite a night. I can party. Well, I guess I go out here then. Time to venture out into the world. Looks like I've done everything I can in my room. centigrade, partial cloud cover. Something on the table. Money. Okay. I gained 40 real or real or... Oh, wait. Did I just go somewhere? Maybe I should have talked to that woman. I just wanted to get objects before... Oh, okay. Nope, just out on the veranda. Oh, hey, my other shoe. Or another shoe. Ah, my other shoe.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
Snakeskin shoes. Okay, that's the style. Sure. How they fit?
They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Okay, so if I had morale hurt, I would have got it back. Cool. I got my shoes on. Look at me. +1 composure, -1 savoir-faire. Oh crap! I had bad savoir-faire because I was wearing my stupid pants. I gotta. If I wanted to get my tie, I should have took off my stupid pants. That's perfect. I'll go in. I'm gonna put my pants on, but I'll go into the. I'll go into my room, and if I take off my pants, maybe I can get another try at my tie. Will that work? Because it said if I increase my savoir-faire, I'll get another chance. The problem was my pants. I knew it. I knew it all along. Alright, excuse me, lady. Give me a second, give me a second. I think it would be an issue if I walked around without my pants. Probably. Can I get another chance now? Can I get another chance without my pants?
Has it been consigned there?
No, I have to put skill points into savoir-faire. No! Okay. It's because I was wearing my stupid pants if I had gone for the tie first. What a fool I was. How did I not know this? Well, maybe someday I'll get another point at savoir-faire and I'll come back with the tie. It says March. Years 51.
Hello, officer.
Hi there.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
How do I know her name? Miss Orangi Disco Dancer. Classe? Okay, hello. Am I military personnel?
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
I'm a businessman? Wait. I'm not military personnel, I'm a police officer, right? I know, I'm a businessman, says authority. Why'd you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not supposed to know that yet, but I do that. Alright. And now I can just get mean about it. You're goddamn right I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it. Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days.
3 days.
On official police business, no less.
It's now 8:20.
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Okay, and I could try suggestion and say, or wait, okay, so I can say, I don't remember being a cop or anything else. Who in the right mind would let me be an officer of the law? These are all in red, by the way. So I guess maybe I only get one chance at this. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. Okay, well, I mean, I'd try the expression, but not because of that. I'll just say, I don't remember.
Could it be because of the drinking?
I guess I should get going now. I'm not gonna let her know that I'm incompetent.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Okay, they don't.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Something tells me I'll be seeing more of her in the future. Okay. Good to know I'm not desperate enough to go for a cigarette in an ashtray.
The door is closed.
Immediately knock on her door. Okay.
There is no answer. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Whoa. Oh, I'm so lonely. Apparently. I'm so alone. Why are you doing this to me? Don't do this to me. Beauty, don't abandon me on all this ugliness. This is what I'm saying to her after I knocked on her door. I was just curious, you know, if I could talk to her about anything else. Sure. I'll express my loneliness. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me.
The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it.
I'll knock
Still
again.
no answer.
I'll knock again much harder. This is getting weird, but sure.
Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Whoa, Anger. Anger just showed up and says I should punch a door in it. Or punch a hole in the door. Wow, my character's already making interesting decisions. I can try to break down the door, calling her a whore, punch the door, or suppress. Yeah, let's punch the door, but let's not be mean about it. I don't know why.
You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all a very good, normal thing to do.
This is a
Not
very
to
good
mention,
normal thing to do.
great exercise.
Oh, wow, thanks. Great exercise. It was exercise. Okay. I'm gonna leave now. Okay. Didn't try the expression, but I did try to break down this woman's door. Sure, she'll be very happy to see me later. I mean, I just wanted to have a nice conversation again. That's all. I'm lonely. Can't put more points into a skill. Drugs raise learning caps. Interesting. Only temporarily or permanently? This is where the lyrics would be. Okay. Big old karaoke mic. Waiting for someone to sing into it. Speakers connected to the radio. Music
You should
is
totally
seasoned.
sing karaoke here. The first chance
Static.
you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
You know, you're right, Inland Empire. They do. They do. So, yeah, your character has, like, an inner monologue. Okay. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. My soul is puny. My soul is modest. My soul is immense. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through
You're
a
right.
PA system by
You're
other
right.
people,
Through
whether
the PA
they
system.
like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
This goes well with a theory that I'm developing that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person. Now, what should I sing?
You have
I'm a
not
cop.
yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it.
I was
Don't
thinking I
worry.
could sing something happy.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Okay, so, like, apparently I'm, like, a unhappy person. Deep down. I mean, that explains all the drinking. Dark past. Only the word Monday is written on the menu. Large water cooler with a bubble. Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300 hours. It's one.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Okay, so maybe I've offended this guy in the 3 days I've been
That
here.
was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
Alright, alright. What have I been doing
No,
then?
I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
What are you doing to the bird?
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
Did I break that?
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Did I do that?
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Did I do that? Wait. Something about the seabird makes you feel bitter. He knows something about what happened, but he's not holding it against me. Something very weird's happening here.
Why don't you go and talk to him? Okay?
I am getting feelings of this game being similar to Deja Vu right now. Like, I have Deja Vu, and I'm not sure if it's entirely my fault or if you're in on it. Is there some sort of crazy conspiracy happening? Okay. Who do you mean by
He
buddy?
pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Oh, okay, understood. I don't need to be told the difference between those two things. Wait, did I inspect this? Oh, something I can take. I clearly did not. No Safed? +1 health. Okay, so I have a health drug. That's good. That's good. I guess I can just click that to use it. Charges 1. Cool. Mess hall reserved for union members. Alright. Excuse me, ma'am. Royal pinball machine is unplugged. Well, that's a travesty to be sure. Guess I'll talk to
Hello,
you.
sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Okay. Nice to meet you. You seem like an adorable person, though. You seem like a nicer person to
A
talk to.
bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
It's Kim
Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Kitsuragi.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Hi, Kim.
If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
I guess because he's another police officer? That's what I'm gaining here. So shake his
Hello.
hand.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
I guess I am. Yeah, so we're both fellow cops, and this guy is a very loyal
you
cop.
realize he's waiting for your... This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
I want to reinvent myself. So I guess, yeah, I'm a person who hates himself. I wish that was a feeling I didn't know. Conceptualization. Invent a name for yourself. I have a 28% chance of doing that. Well, my gut says I should go for it. And I listen to my gut. Go for it.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
I failed, so I got a dumb name, I think. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. It's very, very cool. But is it just a bit
No,
too...
it's not. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop. Say it.
I'm being forced to say it. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
He doesn't process what you just said.
it
He
looks
just
like
moves
we
on.
had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Yeah, I just talked to him. But wait. Yeah. I talked
If
to
you
him.
don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also
Totally.
wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Well, not all of them. I have.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you
just
removed
be
the
honest.
dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the
Yes.
first time you detected weariness in the lieutenant's voice.
No sense
It
in
is
lying.
obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Hey, so would I, Empathy. So would
Well,
I.
it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
7
We
days.
should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
We're gonna be lucky if there's
What a
anything of
shame.
him left.
Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
I don't know. We shouldn't rip it down, but don't worry about the body. I'll rip it down. What have I told you? I'm not really a police officer. How can you be so sure I am from the police? I can't remember anything. I can't remember. I'll just be honest with this guy, because one of my voices told me that, like, I can trust this guy. I
can
can't
see
remember
you
anything.
drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Oh, really?
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
He has dealt with less professional officers than I.
A painkiller would be good about now.
See? So yeah,
This
we were
thing
good.
is pulsating with discomfort.
It was good that we came clean with him.
The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
Wait, my pain threshold succeeded, but my pain threshold still said painkiller would be nice. Wow. And electrochemistry said morphine. Or cigarettes. Okay. Sure. I don't really want to smoke cigarettes, but apparently I've got an addiction. Well, let's get going then.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wow. Okay, there was a very low logic chance. The thing is, this game doesn't show you the roles you fail. Only the roles you succeed. It's very interesting. Should I have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke
Losing
up.
your identification card is a serious matter.
I'm sorry.
My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
I'm feeling pretty embarrassed about myself right now. I haven't been me very long. So now we got Kim with us. Got a picture.
Yes?
You're in my party. Think you should know. I just can't remember any.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I really don't remember anything. I mean, there was drinking.
Have you
involved.
tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Oh. I mean, I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious. Unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and I can't remember who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Like, I really have, like, amnesia.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Yeah, I should. I should do that. I wanted to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Well, I mean, we should get some rapport. Wait, you're right. What's there to know about a lame binoclard? No, that's...
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses. You don't look like other people around here. Tell me a secret about yourself. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, like when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations like with your
I
brain?
have no idea what you're talking about.
So you... How do you... You know... So you see, your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic.
Whoa.
You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
I'm being told I'm special. It's weird how my self-confidence is all over the place. I'm super lucid yet psychedelic. I don't need office supplies. I need drugs. Okay. That's all for now. I don't want to make him tell a secret.
Good. Let's change the subject.
All right. What are these dots? Looks like coins. I guess they're through the door. I'm seeing coins through the door. That's weird.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
I didn't even
He
know that
drops
was a
the
beard.
ledger he
It
was
is
holding
unimpressive.
and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know he was going to continue.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I mean, I did say I was Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau, the Harbinger of Ruin. Currently in between names or say nothing. I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet. Kim is about to say something. Just let him.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
Yeah, what happened to her?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
I feel like there's a lot of mysteries with this murder. I feel like I may be involved in it somehow and don't even know it.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Like, was I called for the murder or was I involved?
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes.
I have everything. You?
I guess I'm a detective, yeah. Oh, do you mean do I have questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Oh, jeez. He does not see me as a proper police officer. I think either I was drinking or I was drugged or both. I'm still not sure. Stop being so mean. Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
It is very much my business. She's the prime witness.
Extra fine.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Are you
Suddenly
sure?
you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
I mean, did you kill him?
No, I didn't.
You can tell me. You killed him, right?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why? Why did you have to kill him?
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
Yeah.
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sort of sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? You can't say you killed someone else then.
He ignores you. More. Press on. Push through.
Did you kill Sylvie?
Fuck you, man.
That's enough.
A very silent wave comes from the lieutenant, like the distant echo of a drum roll. It's approval.
Okay. Empathy says that Kim is with me on this one. You've not entirely convinced me about Sylvie.
That's a real pity.
I got experience for that. Okay, cool. I didn't know about experience. Or I saw experience earlier. I didn't. Yeah, we'll get levels. That's right. So where exactly is the
Behind
body?
this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how did he get there?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Franco-Nigerian. Okay.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Oh. Okay. I made that
Let's
hole?
go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What's real? I've gathered that's money. I can say, I don't owe you shit. I can try to slip away unnoticed with my -1. What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh. By real. So yeah. That's the money around here. Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
What exactly... What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real.
3 nights.
Then
This is all
there's
important.
the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
Wait. So you're saying that putting a hole in the window that big is worth 2 nights? Because I could just for a few nights here, I could destroy this place. Is that what you're saying?
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
I could just say you're under arrest for trying to get money from an op. But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
I mean, I might be. Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Okay. Where do I get it from? Why do I need it? Show him the coins you found. Is this money? It is. Proceed, but don't show him the coin. They're yours. Here, is this money?
Yes, it is.
Count them and give them to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
But my money is gone. But that's horrible.
It is.
Oh, he's so disappointed.
For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money. He demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
Now I arrest him. So what happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here? I don't have a home. I don't remember where my home is. I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them. Ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
I think at this point he's genuinely wishing me good luck because he knows what a mess I
By
am.
the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I don't
but
remember.
You've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
South maybe? Far away? Up on Marble
Why did
Hill?
you say that?
I don't know. Kitsuragi said, do you know a place called Marble Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
An expression?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I was surprised that he heard me. I thought it was an internal dialogue, but apparently I'm just talking out loud sometimes. I could trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number of a building. I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care, hobo cop.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
I don't know. Hobo cop is also a thing, I guess. Loathsome long way home. Wait. Temporary research bonus. Research? +1 encyclopedia. Factual memory returns. Research time. Oh, encyclopedic knowledge helps you research things, and I'm researching it? Skill points. Problem. So wait, am I spending skill points on this? Experience 45 out of 100. Is this like how I level up or something? Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, I see Hobocop's in there. So what, if I clicked on Hobocop, would that have lit up instead of this? Wow. Okay, I don't want spoilers, so let's not overlook at that too much. Okay, so there's like money out back. I think there's some coins on the ground.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
Well, hi, Elena. Hi,
The
darling.
lieutenant nods politely.
Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back. But that ship sailed long ago.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Well, at least this is the nicest person we've met besides Kim.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
Motley Crew? Hire? But she's in a chair, yeah. How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding the backyards of corpses, and catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
I know, a trio. It'd be awesome.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Yeah, but haven't you seen the wonderful detective show Ironsides, where there's a guy in a wheelchair and he just helps solve the crimes, and then he's got people who help him physically, and like if you ever heard that musical style, like like it goes like that's the intro to Ironsides. It's been used all over the internet. That could be you. That could be you, Lena. Ironsides. All right. I know, but there's also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the
I
paranatural.
can assure you with absolute certainty, There are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
How do you know? And what about, you didn't answer the paranormal, though.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
You're a cryptozoologist's wife. You know about the cryptozoological and the paranormal. There could be multiple Yetis. And Morel, he sounds like a fun guy. It's terrible. All right. 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
No, I'm strong. I can carry you.
Perhaps another time.
Another time. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Good to know. I drank so hard I literally forgot everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling Rags cafeteria was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
Edge of Civilization?
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
Oh, she is worried about me. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of
I must look
history,
quite lost, okay.
You know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
There. The year is 51.
Oh, yeah, I saw it on
and
the calendar
spring has
earlier.
only
That's right.
just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls
Shivers.
and the cobblestone streets, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first Maybells blossom. You can feel it, a great cold. Then the shiver passes.
Okay, so it's cold.
I can tell that
whoops,
this
I almost
is
double-clicked.
taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy? No, some kind of... I would hope. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculation and determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's mind to distort our perception of reality, considering that our true masters, foreigners and women. We're a cop living under the cop regime. We're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market.
Oh, no. Nothing like that,
Oh, good.
dear. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
Okay.
We have almost no government of our own. Certainly no machines.
If there is no government, how come there are cops?
Oh, dear. This is troubling.
Yeah,
You
I
really
should know
ought
that
to
being
know
one.
that being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
The revolution. Okay. Okay, so that's why... Okay, so he's a fellow cop from a different foreign power. That's why he looks
But
different.
we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Well, maybe a little. So how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
So if I did better on that test, maybe people would see me
She
differently?
means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in
Maybe I should-
sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Kim is not an encyclopedia and he doesn't want to be a guide. He just wants to be a detective. Huh. Seem to be in a chair. Sweeties need money. I don't want to manipulate her or talk about her wheelchair
Of course,
situation.
dear. Good luck with your case.
Well, she was nice. We learned a lot about the world. Could have learned about the revolution, but I don't want to. I don't need too much history right now. I want to get on with this game. Bottle rum is knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Such a waste. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Pick up the pills. Wake him up. Let's wake him up. +1. Ruckus talking to Gart. This is a white check. You may retry it. Let's get the pills first.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Probably so.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens.
I rolled
This
snake
man
eyes.
could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
I'll have to get some exercise, I guess.
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Alright. Most checks have difficulty modifiers. Talking to the right person can reopen a closed white check. Oh, really? So maybe if I talk to the right person, I can get my tie off the fan? Heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. We're outside.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
RCM? You sound
I
surprised.
don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
Questions?
Of course. What can I help you with?
Who are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Good to meet you, just another guard.
I am pleased to meet you too. Of course.
Directions.
Where to?
Looking for a dead
Oh,
body.
that's...
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
What's up north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements.
All right, that's
no
all for now.
problem. Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Oh. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Gardner. That
Really? None. Maybe just a tiny bit of annoyance.
Oh. Okay, so she's slightly annoyed, but, you know, not much. +1 interfacing. Cool. What does that mean? Interfacing. Interfacing. What was that? Oh. Pick locks and pockets. Okay, cool. I'll walk around in yellow gloves like I'm the frickin' Pyro from TF2. All right, let's get that tie back. Maybe Kim can help me get my tie. Reading a book passes time quickly. See a container you can't open? Equip a pry bar. Gotcha. Let me in.
The door is closed.
Okay, I'll leave. Hey Kim, can you help me with the tie? I really want my tie up here.
This fan has 2 chains. Or has it been consigned there as punishment?
I need to level up my savoir-faire. Hey Kim.
Yes?
Nope. Oh wait, couch.
The bed is cold and not particular.
Oh, okay. That'd be for sleeping. And I can't go in here? Nope, my bathroom, or that extra room is forever closed to me for now. Just checking. I wanted that tie. It was my friend. Guess I'll have to raise my savoir-faire a point, maybe. Or maybe there's a piece of equipment that can raise it. That'll let me cheese it. Or if I, like, use a truck. I don't know. Failed white checks can be retried by increasing the relevant skill. But I can only get 1 point of savoir-faire ever. So I only get 1 more chance to get that tie in the rest of my life.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce.
Okay. Let's get that body. Oh, I can zoom out. I can zoom out a lot. Okay. Kid, are you throwing rocks at that dead body?
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, Napa Gumpy Kuno.
Naka Kempi Kuno? A moment of your time,
Can't
please.
talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding it, see?
He's talking about how he's on drugs to police officers.
Kuno, you should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
He refers to himself in a third person. And Kuno and Kunosi. Or Kuno Esse. Okay, yeah.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
Okay. I appreciate his athleticism as he destroys my evidence. Kim, what should we do? Are you kids siblings? You got a good hand, kid. You want to hang out? I'm not a narc. You got a good hand, kid.
What? You want to fuck Kuno now?
No.
That's it? That's all you've got? No. Got your ass handed to you by the Kuno?
Jeez, this guy is a piece of work.
Who's the man now, huh? Kuno's the man? You wouldn't believe the pussy Kuno tears up.
Oh, jeez.
Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon.
How old is he? Look, I got some questions for you.
Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
This kid, it's like this kid wants to fight or something. The crime scene. You often play here often?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
Might have questions later.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't spit. What do you know about the body?
Old pig. What?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Pig's choking. He's totally choking.
What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Okay. They've got a lot of interesting words. Okay, we're wasting our time with these kids is what Kim thinks, but I don't agree. I think kids can be useful. Potentially. Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
I should be like him? What are you talking about, physical instrument? Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see any?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know.
And now it's 9:50.
Kuno didn't smoke the gimp,
Ooh.
if that's what you meant.
I didn't think that you have it in you to kill someone. You think you do. More on this later.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
And you're testing my ability to endure bodily function noises in conversation.
Yeah? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Kuno sounds like something you call a rabid dog. Refer to yourself in third person. Is that a gang name?
Yeah? Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Maggie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
So it's not his real
He
name.
lays the names out there with pride and precision, like cards on a table. Right when he's getting distracted, there's a malevolent hiss behind the fence.
Oh, so these are the things he wants to be.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's going to put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
These kids are the worst. But this is fairly realistic, I would have to say.
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him.
Kill him?
Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
Physical instrument challenging, shut him down. What is a sick charade? Who puts you up to this? Are you high right now? Don't punch him, it's a bad idea. Back off. Ah. Punch a child. Now I'm looking at the option punch a child. Or at least shut him down physically, like shake him up. Because I didn't think that shut him down meant punching him, but then since 5 says, don't punch him, it's a bad idea. Which is how smug he's being. It is really tempting. Let's see what happens. Did I fail it? Is this bad? Oh no, I missed! I even missed, it's even worse. Now he's laughing at me.
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't
Failure.
meet its target.
Oh, I'm being
Instead,
laughed at.
It pulled you down with it.
Oh. Say nothing.
Pig's trying not to cry. Kuno can't believe this shit. Can no one stop the Kuno? Pig, Kuno thought you had
The
this.
situation
What
got
happened?
much worse.
Kuno can't do anything now.
The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. It's safe to say he has succeeded.
Fucked your shoulder, fucked
Oh
your
no,
knee,
and my
fucked your
morale
back,
too. Oh. Alright, yeah, I deserve
Yeah,
this.
you deserve this. trying to show your dick to Kuno. Kuno was scared.
Alright, yeah, laugh it up. Let's get back to it. Ow.
Kuno beat the shit out of the popo.
I told you not to tempt such forces. Now, how about we go and do something worth the public's time?
Oh god. Oh, that was really bad. The kid's rickety ladders. But is rickety but still climbable. Alright. Someone's trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. Oh, what kind?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
It has been quite a few days. So that's why it's so bad. Endurance 14 legendary. Let go of your nose without throwing up.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Let go of your nose without throwing up. Come on, do
As
it.
you breathe
Yes!
in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Alright, at least I look good. I don't look like a fool in front of the kids twice. Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Yeah, one of those industrial straps. Inspect
The
the boots.
material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee.
Yeah, like
The
robot
man
boots.
wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you.
They are armor, no boots.
Armor.
Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Oh.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
So was he like some sort of, like, robot soldier person, worker? Huh. What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
So he was wearing armor. Like, oh, it's probably all over his body.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Why does my mortal coil need protecting? That's obvious. Maybe he was just wearing those boots and there's no rest of the armor? No, I think he's right about that.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
Just pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Let's do it.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
Oh.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Oh, yeah, this is a bad idea.
What's wrong with you, asshole? Why's he letting go, Kuno?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by pulling on the deceased foot?
I don't know. I was just trying to get the boot. I thought it'd be useful to carry around the evidence.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching, baby! Nod to the new boots, or that's a lot, I take it?
By catching, do you mean, let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
If this constabulary is dragging their feet, why not start ourselves? No, that's not what I meant.
Of course.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
All right,
His torso covered in tattoos.
So
And the hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
Whoa, what?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
I should get a drink.
No, you should not get a drink. You should perform an initial inspection of the victim's corpse. We are on the rope part.
Right. Rope.
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Wait, what?
No. More like in Hobble. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
They used whatever was on hand without paying too much attention and not incriminating themselves. So, yeah, he's saying that this strap is a good piece of evidence. Yeah, I think so. They sure want him to stay there.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming dock workers then?
The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation.
Okay. You should ask me for one the first moment we get.
And they even get him up there.
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
Yeah, you're probably right.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus.
Looks
Each
like
time they intersect, a
guitars or
small
guns?
white star is formed in their crossing.
Oh.
Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Cool.
Your fist clenches suddenly.
It'll be riddled with bullet holes or riddled with disco. Riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
So I was deciding my fate there internally. I mean, these are the kind of things people think about. Am I gonna die like this someday? Okay. It's a map of the night sky. Microelectronic system. National pattern.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
So if I had encyclopedic knowledge, I might know
The
something
pattern
here.
does not stir patriotic or religious sentiment in you. What it does is speak to the wounded, limping animal, the male in particular, unable to communicate in anything more than grunts. It's impossible to tell if its advice is right or wrong.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
I like that they just use the sound effects when they describe them in the chat there. It's nice. Let him work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Produces 2 metal capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of an apparatus. A thin slot shines there. Instant color? You'd think, what level of technology do we have? I guess it's a different world.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
It's true.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
2 ampules. Or ampoules. I'm sorry, do we not have like cool digital cameras? Or like, why is the camera technology so different from... Is this a different world with different levels of technology? Because it looks like these cyber boots, you'd think that everything's more technologically advanced, but it's just different. It's just different
A
technology.
sound,
Whoa.
a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
LFD standard, non-flammable, Trigat moment. Okay, like a Kodak moment? I don't know.
In case we need it.
Alright. His body's all obscured. Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors. Their dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Whoa. Inland Empire, tell me who you are, dead man.
I'm gone.
I'm talking to a dead man in my head? My God. Okay, this is getting crazy. I hate you. You're stinking. You stink and you're boring. Okay. Oh, I can see you're gone, but who are
I'm
you?
a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Yeah, there is. Who are you when you were
A
alive?
killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Okay, interesting. So he's a...
Go ahead, Kobo.
Kobo? Interesting words. Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
That's fair.
In the past. Way out west.
Okay, I don't think that helps Vinny. But that he was a killer does. Why are you feeling pleasure when you die?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
So you were feeling sexual arousal when they
Do I
hanged you?
look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
No.
Captain Copodromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Getting his rocks off. Was he murdering someone? He was feeling pleasure when he died.
What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
He knows about me because I'm talking to myself. Why do I love questions?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Awesome. Why is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Do I strike myself? Copper-Rooney. Of course. I do strike myself as a Rooney.
No, you don't. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
Okay. I'm Harry. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have...
Who killed you?
Love did me in, brother Copo. It was love all along.
Love. I don't know if he's being honest or not. Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face. Motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't know. This case is all I have.
I'm all you have? Then you truly lost it all, brother. You let the world drag it all away from you, and what it left, you pissed away. And here we are.
I let the world take it away from me. Yeah, so I didn't do it to myself. You're saying I got drugged. I'm with you there, brother. Brother hanged man. You're actually useful. Enough.
Come back later, Copo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible. Also, see me in your dreams.
That didn't say that here. That didn't say that there. That was weird. I have something I need to know, Corpse Man.
Of course. You have questions, don't you?
I hate you when you stink.
Do I remind you of someone?
A deep sea creature.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
A baby affected with harlequinism?
You sure wrinkled out of that one, Coppolini.
Okay. I don't know what that was. Enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face is... Squint harder. His face and hands are pink. Thighs too. Rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I wasn't sure that was a girl, but that makes sense. Something's coming out of
A
him.
pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he said?
Talking about shit.
Okay, more time passes. We got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death. Or goddamn right. I can yell at the kids. We got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
Totally dead.
Dead, 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 dead.
Dabadoob doob dead.
Oh. Oh.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air.
So how do we get
Are
him
you
down?
sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slow.
Okay, I'll take another look around before I take him down. Some money. Cool. And magnesium. Cool. For psychological healing, yes. Winch mechanism.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at this?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. No, there's more to this. You get this strange,
What
hard
feeling?
to say.
Way to go, Inland Empire.
It's gone now.
Oh,
Feelings pass, you see.
locked.
Especially the small ones. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Pile of Eternite. Well, that's why you need perception, which I do not have. Oh well, that's fine. That's how things go. Stop it, kid.
Look, see? It's the
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Look, you're on my crime scene. I can't have uncooperate
Whoa,
for
whoa.
civilians.
What's this psycho shit? You're gonna
He's trying to forget it, Kuno.
reminisce with Kuno. First, you try to fiddle this, then you punch yourself in the face.
Yeah, Kuno, what was that?
How are you gonna make Kuno forget that shit, huh?
Ah, whatever then.
What are you doing?
I don't need to get into this. I don't need to make a truce with Kuno.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rag. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yeah, I feel like
What do
there's
you
evidence
mean,
in there.
Feel?
I sense something. It's a hunch.
Mm-hmm. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage.
Did someone say, pry bar?
Yeah, fuck yeah, pry bar.
Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
Or lieutenant? No. Or pry bar.
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this
My physicality wants to just pry it right open. Alright, let's get that pry bar. Or get that key. And the pry bar. Oh, whoa. His motor carriage...
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
So technology, it is a different timeline.
Emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel, a metallic drawer slide.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Cold and heavy, like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
I've been reunited with truth. Physicality wants to beat people with the pry bars. It's not what it sounds like. Yeah, I'll take it all.
The handles are long and sleek. Snaps it's robust, weatherproof and well-made. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gate. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis.
I love that.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hi, Alice. Officer from the 41st, nice to speak to you. Or come in, Delta 10, this is Firewalker.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the 41st precinct? Say I need to report something. I need to connect to my station. I need to connect me to a civilian.
Just a second, officer.
Yeah, put me on the line with my precinct.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Huh, somehow I just knew that. Do I remember this person, or I just know cop stuff so I know who he is?
10-4, what's your status? Over.
It's not good.
10-18, 10-20, over.
I don't even know the numbers.
State your message, sir. Over.
My badge is missing.
10-9, repeat message. Over.
My badge is gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
10-22 him, okay. That's
10-22 the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
I'm Dick Mullen. Okay.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Oh, I have a reputation.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Oh.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
This is serious? Haha, officer lost his badge. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh, goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station.
Mullen dicked us.
Come on, operator, tell them to stop. This is serious.
He's asking you to stop.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fuck.
Satellite Officer Dietmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over.
Oh, that hurts. Alright, let's just get this over with.
I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
God, I'm being raked over the skull so bad now.
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you all stop saying that?
He asks you to please...
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
Say nothing.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
Oh, God. This is awful. This is worse than I tried to punch a child and missed. Alright, enough of this.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober. Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun!
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Say nothing.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over.
Don't say anything.
10-9, come in, officer. Over.
Remain silent with terror.
Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
Oh, drama. -1, you didn't give an answer. -1, you still didn't answer. -1, host almighty, you still haven't said anything. Put the microphone back and quit. Oh. That's killing me. Oh, that's way funnier than not saying anything. Just
The silence is almost deafening after you flick off.
That did not go well. I guess the important thing is that
Oh
you
my
followed
God.
protocol and reported your lost items. Did we need anything else here?
Oh, I'm crying. Pick up the radio again.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Alright, I need you to connect me with Sylvie.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Did Gart give it to you?
Yes. Hold on. Her number.
Received.
Wait patiently. Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Hey!
Just wait. Relax.
Thanks, Volition.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Oh, rock on. You're not dead. That's good. That's a good start. Alright. I was worried she might be, because, you know, involved in stuff. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here through the static. I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective, from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Good.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Okay, I'm being a double success, and I think electrochemistry is totally misleading me on this one. You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Who?
You know who.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
Me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Okay, so yeah, I was being nuts.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So no cell phones in this world.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
But why didn't you call?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
What does the Union have to do?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Authority says garbage. Is the union law around here? I'm the authority around here. Looks like there's a limit to my authority then. Tell me why exactly you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us. Is this true, Kim?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Gotcha. The dock workers union is the de facto police, and there's a dead dock worker. Tell me exactly why you let a corpse hang in your own backyard.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her that no, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
Alright, empathy says don't push her further. Let's back
do? Oh. What else can I do for you?
Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer.
My badge is missing.
Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Oh, not my uniform too. God, I should really look into that.
Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it.
Oh no. I don't think I have a uniform though.
It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Have you seen my gun? Oh, that hurt my morale though. Oh.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
I actually... What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Wait. Eat his pudding while you were screaming. Spit flying.
People tried to back away from you, or even slip out of the door, but you screamed. I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation.
Alright, so I was just like nuts, and I don't know why. Why would I threaten to kill myself? I should have. No. I don't know what to say.
There is silence on the other end of the line.
Me neither.
What happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
Guns can't buy money, but money can't buy guns.
It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
It looks like I pawned the gun, like I bought a gun from a pawn shop because I had a lot of money. I was like a big rich guy. What was with me? I must have been drugged. I don't know. Okay, so 6 is definitely not gonna fly after what happened. Have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco thing.
Somewhere in a dank rental
Disco
apartment,
things.
2 police officers stand in the dark. Trash and liquor bottles cover the floor. Things are not good.
What? Somewhere in the dank rental apartment. I'm a little confused by that.
One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window and pulls the curtains up. Goddamn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing, then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. Let's get the fuck out of there. He turns to Williams. He hasn't been here in days.
What? So, like, is this saying there's police officers looking for me in my apartment where I am, and I'm not wearing the uniform, and they saw it, and they left? What was that? I guess other police officers are looking for me at my house or something, is what they're saying. And they saw that I'm not wearing my uniform. That's all I can get from that. I got everything I
do
need.
hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Why does she want to seem angry with me?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
Yeah, tell me something, please.
I'm not mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua.
I knew it!
Threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
I knew it! I knew I messed up the bird!
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Giving me shit. This doesn't sound like me, alright? Doesn't sound like anything like me. I love birds. Bitch got what was coming to her. Why do I end up screwing everything up? Doesn't sound anything like me.
Well,
I was the one that made you want to quit?
Obviously. You were the worst
client she's ever seen. Wow.
And I have seen so many ass. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on, I want to know what I did.
You were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there.
Oh.
I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy. And no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Wait, police documents?
The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
What happened to them?
I Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do.
She's worried she might have accidentally done something bad. Then she remembers it's...
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
There was, I'm sure. I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I'm sorry, or I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow. The great panic at the end. No, let's not lie. The worst tavern wench I've ever seen, though. Loosen up a little. Don't you ever party? Sorry.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
Did I see anything else?
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Which one would that be?
One that was really sad.
Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Thanks for talking to me.
Hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Connect me to Station 41's Lazarus?
It will take just a moment.
Her voices fade out.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
I was told to call the Lazarus. I'm in a bad way, Doc. Real bad.
It's you.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
Oh. I've lost my memory, all of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
There is no surprise in his voice, only careless superiority.
Okay.
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side, you've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
Actually, that's a nice thing to say. I couldn't even reach the
Hard
tie.
to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and... Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile.
Oh, it started raining. What do I do?
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too.
Oh,
got it.
But speed. Sweet speed. It goes so well with alcohol, too.
Photosensitivity. You know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Tell me who I am.
You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do.
You lost your human visage a while back? Anything you can do
What?
for me?
You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yes, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons.
Rhetoric failure.
The money is probably going to some old, oily...
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I've got...
He knows what I'm thinking.
Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Oh, geez. Okay. Looks like Mac Torson's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
That's because you're hung over. Even the radio waves coming from your direction smell like liquor. Do you feel like you're... That's the tiny vessels pulsating from high blood pressure, stupid officer. You might be sustaining permanent damage to your vision as we speak. Not much I can do about it. I'm not an eye doctor. The busy kind. It's not life-threatening, just annoying for you. I've got more important things to do here.
gotcha. So, if your eyes feel like they're twitching, you might have high blood pressure. Think about a heart attack.
And you survived it.
Sort of. But by God, does it burn in your chest.
Even better. Anything else? Mm-hmm.
This guy was not useful. But, got
Anything
experience
else I
for it.
can help you with, officer?
Think I'm done with the radio for now.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox.
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with the motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
Okay. What is the sinking feeling I have with the words motor carriage? Can we turn on and drive it? What is it? Do all policemen have such a cool motor carriage? Why do I have a sinking feeling?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Okay, so my gut knows something. My subconscious is telling something, knows something that I don't.
The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
What is a motor
A
carriage?
motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are familiar with the concept.
Can we drive it?
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hand.
In the cabin, you see a set. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Something tells me I did something bad driving.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating that
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition.
alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. I got more stuff. What do I got? Photo. Bunch of tools. And I got a level up. Alright. Okay, so I can choose to put a point in a thing. I can get that point of savoir-faire and attempt to get my tie. Oh. My volition's -2 from the damage. My health is -1 from the damage. Oh, okay. What do I want to level up? I want to get that tie.
All around you, rain falls on the the spring thaw must be here. Looking up at the sky, cold water, grey sky like great battleships. Cloud, your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy.
Okay, I can look around the
cold
town.
front, sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading the ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts, the skyscrapers of La Delta. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch.
Alright.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
I wonder if there's anything else. So wait, I finished that thought. And, yeah, police work is tough. Take breaks. Talk to strangers. Explore. I'm not sure if I could have gotten more from that, but I wanted to continue on my journey. But I concluded that and got experience, so I guess I'm gonna miss out on all that, the rest of that stuff. Whatever that information was, whatever my internal dialogue was gonna tell me. Revachol. It's pronounced Orania and Klasia. Okay. Got it. Let's get that tie. Please don't fail again. Alright. Excuse me, Kim. Ignore the fact that I'm taking off my pants. Just, okay, fine. Fine. You can watch me do this. That's fine, whatever. Let's get that tie.
This fan has has it been consigned there?
All right, I got an
punishment?
83% chance
You
of doing
feel as
this.
though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself.
Wait, just to make sure. I've got nothing lowering my savoir-faire. Yeah. Okay. Come
this
on!
Fan, or has it been consigned
Get
there
that tie!
as punished
Get the tie!
useful
Yes! We got the tie!
Snap.
We got it!
It's released. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie.
It says it's horrific. I wanted it. Oh, and it gives you +1 Inland Empire. It's your friend now. You will betray it if you changed it for some boring scarf. Yes, it is my friend, and it helps my Inland Empire. That's why Inland Empire wanted it, is because it helps your stat. Helps your Inland Empire stat. Okay, cool. Alright, hopefully that 1 point of savoir-faire I just invested won't be a waste.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
I'm sorry.
No problem, officer.
Cool. I got experience for saying sorry about this. Okay, the toilet. I flushed documents down the toilet, but I can't get to my toilet.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
The what now?
The living shit. Your Mesolimbic.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma. You feel like a smoker.
But she broke it at the
when you
filter.
Look at that juicy. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a...
Smoke a whole carton.
The
Okay.
idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
The tie is... The tie talks? You mean I could have been having the tie talk to me this whole time about stuff? Well, I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarette. And when you're done, plus, smoking then gives massive bonuses.
Massive bonuses. Okay. Monday. Tasks. Find smokes and smoke them. Track down your gun. Track down your badge. Open trash container. Make truce with Kuno. The victim's tattoos. Tell Kim. Where's the rest of the armor? Get a reality lowdown. Pay for damages. Ask your station for additional funds. Oh god, yeah, I'll have to do that. Have to call reporting the crime. Inspect the victim's body. And sing karaoke. Okay, let's get all that done. Got a lot of things to do. Wait, what was this? Nothing in front of the page rings a bell. Okay, interesting.
Can I help you?
I'm gonna sing karaoke.
Absolutely out.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Sing it to shit. Sounds good. Trash container out
Mine?
back, yours?
No, it belongs to the Whirling and...
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why.
I thought as much. And are you the only part?
Well, yes. Us.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Wonder what this
Prod
feeling
at
is.
him and find out.
Doesn't seem callous to you guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol.
Okay, we need the
What do you
keys.
need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Something here at the Whirly... Or the Whirling I need to talk to you about.
Thing.
Why can't we go in the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
I need a search.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Retaliate, says authority. It's a shame they've got to suck up to the union to stay afloat. Well, let's see what it shakes out.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
What?
You feel like you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okay.
Another thing. Great. Yes. Yes. Have you got it?
How much?
A lot. A lot. Like what?
Okay. 130 rail. Didn't need to ask that, really. Let's go. Got the key. Need to do something behind his back? Sneak out after he's gone to sleep. The lieutenants. Oh. Like if I was ashamed to be, like, making up with the kids or whatever. What's in the trash?
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a permission that something's in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow.
Oh, open
The
it.
smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
All right.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Looking at the boxes of cartons.
You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels... A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
It feels familiar. Pick up the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
And it's been here a week.
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Uh-oh.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment.
Ah,
No
military.
label,
Yeah, he's a
serial
military
number.
guy.
This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Well, I mean, I've already confronted him once. I might have to confront him again.
The fuck's he on about? Kids?
See?
Think someone from the Whirling might know
Not
something?
really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
I'm getting that mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Huh. Take them an antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Yeah, take the mug. Sorry, Kim. Nothing personal, just I think the mug's relevant.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly.
Ew.
Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure.
Glad I'm wearing gloves.
Hey, nothing. It's nothing. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what
it is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
I flushed it. Must have been cramming my style. Foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it. For the great bloodletting to begin? No. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. That's why I tried to cut my life down the toilet.
Well...
His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up.
Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
That's true. I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Close enough, yeah.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Open it again. Okay, no.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
What?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Cool cop? Weapon cop? Sorry cop? Sorry, I'm not sure. Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop.
Damn it!
The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then. Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
What? Empathy with suggestion. Empathy. Opt-in. Okay, but what are the other types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go.
No, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
So I can become sorry cop. Is this like an option like hobo cop? But I'm not though. I don't want to say sorry all the time.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Yeah.
Check out the big balls on fire, cop.
Yeah, I got my health back. Cool. Alright, let's take this body down.
The man before you.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge.
Skill point,
I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
We could saw the branch. Shoot him down. Saw the branch?
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah.
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see, honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
Yeah, it
there
seems
has
dangerous.
to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
That's true. You could ask for help
I was
from the
really
harbor?
hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be
Yeah, I know.
in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Yeah.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
You have a point there.
Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same thing we are. Are we in a rush to help them? Not with the... I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
The belt? The branch. The belt.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the...
Don't miss!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
I don't have good gun
skill.
skill.
What else can we do?
Okay, so if I was gonna try to saw the branch, what would I need? Is a physical instrument? Hand-eye coordination. No, that's not good. It's not reaction. It's not interfacing. Yeah, I think it'd be physical instrument. I'm gonna level up physical instrument. Yeah. And then let's saw it.
Climb up there and saw the branch? I don't trust that ladder. Honestly, I prefer none. Clown cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children. Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on. Literally.
Fuck yeah! Climb that
See, you're only making them do those things less.
Can you see in the future? I'm not afraid of newspapers. We shouldn't be.
Oh no. We should be very afraid of newspapers. And the radio stations too. We should be wary of enticing them in any way.
This is years of experience talking. He's seen career after career ruined by careless media strategies.
So we're gonna let those kids bullying us into not
what I'm
doing our work?
proposing is, we save acrobatic tricks as the last resort.
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring mulka parts I've ever seen.
The man before you is naked.
I wanted to do the
The
climb.
man before you.
Yes, we do.
He breathes out.
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
But what else can we do? We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is it?
Just pull his rotten head off. The meat's cooked anyway. Give the boot another yank, and it's done.
It's tempting, but decapitating him will make it impossible to ascertain whether he was really hung. The damage to the neck would make coronary work pointless.
We need to shoot him down. Then there's no other way. I don't want to go to the. I don't want to go to the thing.
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
What else can we do? climb up there and...
Yeah.
I don't trust that. Honestly, I prefer non-acrobatics. Clown creating...
Fuck you! See, you're only making them do those things.
No, I do not see the future. I made those up using 2 decades in the Revacholian police force as a reference point. Yes, we should use...
These have got to be the most
So I'm not allowed to try to climb up and saw it down. I even leveled up my physicality for it. You should shoot him
He
down.
breathes
Oh yeah, do this shit. Fuck it up.
Let him choose.
silence, with his elbow sharp, the loop, and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it.
He's gonna fucking miss.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the loot...
God damn it.
Oh my god. That was so many types of wrong. Who taught Four Eyes to shoot? Whip up a grueling training regimen for him right now. Beat the man into it. He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age.
Whatever you do, do not console him.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals.
Square your shoulders.
I think you have your sports mixed up there, officer.
Bitches fighting.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can...
Take his gun and show him how to use it.
Oh no, but in physicality saying take his gun, but like that's physical instrument, but hand-eye coordination is the shooting, and I'm bad at that.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punk. Go ahead. I'm not...
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
God damn it.
Take it, you fucking banana poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the...
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the...
The fuck are you waiting?
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to... The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
Oh
At least you
god.
won't miss.
Hand-eye coordination. Point the gun at the child? What? No!
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
I agree. Enough gunslinging for today.
What about the body?
We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men.
Okay. Damn it. I mean, at least we didn't hurt anyone when we fired the gun and it didn't hit. Oh yeah, I guess if I level up my perception, I could take another look at this, but I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon. Okay. Getting the body down. Read your ledger and name the case. Wait. I'm clicking. Use the interact button in the inventory to inspect the book. Am I not doing that? Oh, this?
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Got it.
A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
But I gotta. Inland Empire.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor pattern. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
So I'm a really bad cop. Okay.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. And a fuck you to you too. That last one cuts a slash right through the paper.
Yeah, I got my morale healed. Okay, I'm almost completely healed now.
Things to be done, and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Okay. Any ideas? The Hanged Man, that's on the nose. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The Setting Sun. Shit on a stick. Setting Sun seems the most poetic. Oh, nail on the head.
That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good
cool.
result it deserves.
We got experience for that. Naming convention?
Yes. It appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Yes, all caps. One is called
all caps, okay.
The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
The Unsolvable Case, the Square Bullet Hole Murders. I'll have to pay attention for square bullet holes.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, like what, in the middle of a river? In the middle of a highway?
You like this grimy murdering, don't you?
I guess
Wish
so.
there was one in there about a drug den. You love those.
Apparently.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
All my cases employ a naming convention similar to what we used on ours.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system, in addition to the official alphanumeric. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I have a Square Bullet Holes murder case. That
Again,
one did.
In your defense, I seem to have named one, the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Well, I mean, square bullet hole murders is very, that's like the most important detail. Like, I'm looking for square bullet holes now, like.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
Why?
Rail spiked through the head.
Oh.
He died. It was a workplace accident.
Alright, done here.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Can I read the case files now?
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together.
That's
Try
okay.
again later.
Maybe. Expect the toilet
It's
paper.
just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if
Take it off.
still wet. The toilet paper peels off the plastic easily.
Good.
All you have to do,
Inspect the clip.
an aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A
Now let's
regular
touch that
pencil,
thing.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence.
What's that?
What?
A sticker.
That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Halogen?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that. Your kill count. Yours will surely have your kill count.
No, it won't.
Okay.
Because it's 0. Yeah, it'll have a 0.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. You don't exactly close them. So much.
Yellow.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies.
Okay, what are the
3.
points?
The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to 12 pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form, waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
Okay, cool. Little extra things physicality's saying. That's cool. The
A
physicality
monetary
of it.
penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out. These are quite
issue
sinister
fines,
in turn.
apparently.
They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not. Yes, all that remains now is to
another
fill
level up.
those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess.
Oh, I would have
You
got
feel
healed if
better.
it wasn't already full.
The rest of
I
the
need my
stinking
morale back up.
cellulose is much worse for wear. It's
Clipboard.
made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded.
He can beat someone with it. Good.
The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface.
What'd you say a color was? Blue.
The blue heart. Don't look into it.
What? Don't look into it. Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot. There's pain in there, if you want some. That much you know. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
-1 lonesome long way home. So if I had gone with like the Hobocop option, would this be easier to open? I'll just
The
give that a
acidic
second. Smell
stench
it.
of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base
Death
surrounded by
itself.
a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
All right, so my interfacing is 2. because of my gloves. But -1 for the circumstances. I'll try it. Wow, we did it!
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know.
But I was told not to look inside the blue heart by my gut. Still open it.
Without resistance or sound,
I
the
gotta
two
know.
panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
My gut's given me some good advice, but I'm not always going to listen to it.
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Oh, kill yourself. Oh no. Oh no, this is like, yeah, this is painful memories here.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Oh no. Do I have like a kid or a girlfriend that I messed up with?
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral pattern. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
Oh no, I had a love and they're gone now.
Harry, it begins. You're already reading.
I am
wanted to
Harry.
write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
So you can read it when you wake up. My name is Harry. One of my internal voices did say I was a Harry.
Throw it away, please.
Will make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Let go.
No! Hold on, read the card.
Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out, you're asleep behind me. It says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Oh, this is gonna hurt my morale. It's gonna depress me. Keep going.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
No. Wow. Did I just pass out? Is that the end of my first day? Wow. What is going on?
There is nothing.
What?
Again.
Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Can I save game here? Well, okay, I'll save at the next instance I can.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Basal ganglia? Good to see you, ancient reptilian brain.
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing The unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, that was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, bruh.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
White warning? Thought gains? Okay. Where's Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Was that the X something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Yes. No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Alright, so I was in love and I lost the person who loved me and it caused me to go nuts.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecule. No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Oh, what's that?
Yes. They're pouring something on you. It's in you. And it's...
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Water? Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Thanks, Kim.
Drink. Water.
Yeah,
The
I
water
need water.
is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Yeah, I do.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat.
I'm getting
the
a lot.
lieutenant pays no heed to it.
I'm getting healed a lot. It's too bad I wasn't more injured in a sense, but that's fine. A lot of free healing. I still get medicine.
What happened?
I could ask him the same. I came in contact with the burnout ruins of the past. I was dehydrated. I should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to. 10 minutes, maybe.
I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past.
That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's just solve this case.
Good.
Alright, and with that poignant and very intense experience, I'm gonna wrap up this first episode of Disco Elysium. This game's impressed me a lot. I can see why it's getting overwhelmingly positive reviews. I'm really enjoying it. It's cool. It's got a lot of interesting stuff. There's just a lot of interesting stuff going on. So, experience. Skill points. So now I've internalized that. Oh, so that's different. The skill points and experience are different from these things I'm internalizing. Research. Temporary research bonus. Authority -1. Little guy gets further and further away. Well, I don't care about my authority as much, so... Bonuses from thoughts. Encyclopedia +1. Authority -1. Okay, cool. So I'll put that in my mind and figure that out, and we'll save the game. Alright, so the game is saved. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time in Disco Elysium. I'm really glad I bought this. I did this. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye-bye!